Hey, g'day, mate. How you going?
G'day, g'day. Hey, Acid. Hey, Ben. Good morning, guys. How's it going? G'day, mate. What he said? How you going? Yeah, he said, how you going? Something like that. Yeah. How you going? Hi, Lily. Good morning. How you doing? Whew. Personal life okay, work life could be better. Are you thinking about switching jobs, Acid? I asked first. I'm doing okay. I slept well. And I've been awake. I woke up at 7 first, but then I fell asleep and I woke up at 9, so I slept well. I'm feeling good too. Yeah, things are good. I'm excited to go traveling in 2 days. So yeah, a bit nervous, but excited. No, just this particular project. Ah, okay, so it's just a project. Okay, I thought it might be like, you know, boss or co-workers or something like that. But if it's a project, I mean, could you ask for some help? What's going on with my hair here? I'm very glad to see KCD2. Yes! Yes! Let's forget about last night's game. I'm actually dining well. Yeah? What are you dining? Hi, Milt. Thank you so much for lurking. Already have? Are you actually doing well? Okay, so you haven't dined well yet? Or today? It's funny how my hair likes to separate into chunks of locks. Maybe my hair would be the right candidate for, like, you know, Jamaican hair. Called Jamaican threads? No, is it? I can't remember what's the name of it. Oh. Agitated Andy is so fun. Yeah, not sleepy Andy, huh? I had a weird day yesterday though, so I don't know, today will be better. What's going on in your life, Lily? I just wanted to get better. Links of chocks? That's what you had? Chocolate? I mean, nothing wrong with chocolate. I could just have chocolate without gaining weight or health problems. That would be awesome. So I would miss pasta. Don't know, I just easily agitated yesterday. That sucks. Okay. Said chunks of locks, lunks of chocks. Thanks. Alright, we have some more KCD2 today. So let's go to it. And guys, today will be the last day of stream until I come back. But I will stream later tonight. I blame lack of sleep and the fact that my body decided pain was the answer. Mostly lack of sleep. Aww. You know, Lily, there is, you know, before I was drinking some chamomile tea, but I felt like it wasn't strong enough. So I bought like specific sleeping tea with like chamomile and jasmine and other stuff. Calm down. You should try that. See if it works, you know, like actually don't make it the American way. Please boil the water in the kettle. And let it stay. But remember to have it while it's like warm, not hot, but warm. In that case, I hope you have a wonderful trip and find out what you need to. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna find out if the place where I'm gonna go is a good place to move and if it's okay to move there. I'm going to miss part of your second stream. I take back, I'm doing fine. Yeah? Okay, good.
You silly doggy.
I always boil water in the kettle. What is the American way? The American way is put water in a mug, put it in the microwave, heat it up, and then put the bag of tea. So yeah, that's the American way. Hi, Percenter! Oh, speaking of tea. Hi, Percenter, how you doing? Then shoot it. Yeah, then shoot it. Send it back to hell where it came from. Ah, I was going to do this one. Okay.
What do you need?
What do you have? Oh no, you have. You only have food.
Maybe next time then, sir.
Maybe. Need to sell saddle stuff.
I'll be closing soon.
Not like no other.
Thank you. That's what I needed. Maybe I didn't need to sell anything.
Last chance. Fine wares.
None of the Americans I know make tea like that. Really? Must be the television ones that I've seen. Okay. Laziest I'll go is using the Keurig. What is that? For hot water. What? But I have sleeping meds. I just knew I needed to actually go out and do something yesterday. Okay. So sleep was hard because I didn't want to oversleep. Ah, okay. So you were thinking maybe if you slept too much you would miss it. Then you get anxious and then you can't sleep. I would always get like that when it was time to go to a new job. Can't I go here? Wait for the meeting to start, okay. When will the meeting start? Isn't it at night or something? No one in here? Okay. After sunset.
Property belongs to someone else.
Okay.
You have a kind master. Huh?
wish you all the best, Andy. I'll be channeling all my positive vibes your way every time. Everything will work out. Thank you so much, Ben. You're so sweet. Thank you. Keurig is an European, I think, originally instantish coffee machine. Okay. It has little pods and makes subtle cups of coffee. Ah, okay. Like an espresso machine? Single, not subtle. Single cups of coffee, okay. It is amazing how well the artists have created such an immersive and detailed medieval world. The architecture, feels, dress, sounds, everything. Yeah, exactly. It's very immersive, very nice. Brews in minutes. There's also hot chocolate and such pod. If you don't put in the pod, it just makes hot water. Ah, okay. Hi, Smai. Magic of CryEngine, yeah. Sort of, not necessarily as strong. Okay.
God bless.
Good day.
Oh, it's because it's not sunset. It's sunset now. On here. Where is everyone? Ah, finally. Oh, he was pretending to be sleeping.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Well, what are you doing, Moishe?
Food's a capora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Oh, will you? Will you now? Will you now? We'll see about that. Ah, there you go.
I'm all yours.
Okay, good.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
Wait! Don't kill him.
Why?
You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal. We have some of your people. We can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my two best men.
These are your two
I'm
best
not a
men.
fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed, if that'll convince you.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Hi Nexus, welcome.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbor's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
I don't remember
Lord
this guy.
Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite.
Is
But
this
tell me,
Liechtenstein?
what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
Hi Roots, welcome in. How you doing?
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Okay. I'm not gonna be great at explaining, but I also send positive vibe for trips. Yes, it'll go well. Thank you so much, Lily. I hope she's not coming to Australia, or I'll have to find another country to move to. Wow. It's going well, thank you, Nixus. How's it going with you?
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God. I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
In this game, people seem to randomly wear items of plate armor outside of combat, like when sitting quietly at tables. Yeah, well, maybe they are done with their shift. Going okay? Tired from 2 days of gaming with friends and helping them with coding. Yeah, of course you're gonna be tired. Just rest. Take some time for yourself now.
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious. But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Well,
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fella who fucked us right up, and von Bergov's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and
Hi,
slaughtered
Zigos. Good
everyone.
morning. How you doing?
Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it.
There's a
But it
bug
was more
when
that
they
Zizka
are
knew he could
switching
get a
from
ransom
characters.
for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
Played some CS2 and AO2 to do the physical exercises again, and we'll see then if I feel like doing more. Okay, I would just say for you to relax, you know, because mentally I'm sure you're very tired. And he has these best community, all of which will make sure the universe will see everything work out for Awesome Andy. Aww, I hope so. Doing good, little down since this is your last day of streaming. Oh, poor thing. But 2.5 weeks will fly by. Yeah, waiting for the wife to get up. Today is her early day. She gets up at 4 a.m. to go to work. Oh, poor waifu. 4 a.m. have to work. Bloody hell. I remember having to wake up at that hour to go to work. Be there at 5 so we could open at 6. Bloody hell, is not nice. The only nice part was because I was riding my bike to work, I could stop by the lakes and see the sunrise, and that was so pretty. It's 3:30 a.m. right now. Bloody hell. Poor thing.
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toff, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then.
Why do they have to do that
And
thing
where is Lord
every
Keeper?
time with the wine?
Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
Like early mornings,
right.
the world starts to come to
Von
life.
Berghoff took him
Yeah,
with him.
yeah.
And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Before I used to wake up at 5
Your
a.m.
original plan
start
went
my day,
badly awry,
and it was
I
really
must say.
nice to have coffee and read a book and start the day seeing the sun rise, and because like everything is very quiet because everyone is still sleeping, so it you just feel at peace.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Oh, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobs just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
Love early mornings. It is why I get up so early. Yeah. I live to eat my breakfast by the river when I can, when it's super still. Ah, that is so lovely. That sounds absolutely tranquil, peaceful, and so delightful, seriously.
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
Well, you know how I said we were tortured? Well, they asked about you as well. That is, Istvan asked. With the torturer there, it was hard. In the end, we told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Thank you. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I
That
don't like
face.
pain, that's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you move in certain circles.
And...
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
so?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov?
No,
and if
so
von Berkhoff is
cute.
there,
That's where his
So
captive will
cute.
be.
correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
It's so cute. No, so cute, Luna. Luna was laying down like an Egyptian statue or whatever, and then she got up, and then I started talking to her, and she just lay down like this, like, hit me. It's like, look how cute I am. How can you resist? Until seagulls want my breakfast. Well, that's why you have to bring a gun, so you shoot at them. We just moved from a place next to the river, but it flooded some years and scared me living next to it. Oh, okay, yeah, that can be dangerous. It was a pretty major river, though, for Illinois. Lily is having trouble adjusting to the new house. Is Lily your wife? She has a lot of anxiety and won't... No, it's your dog, isn't it? A lot of anxiety and won't leave my side. Natasha could just... She moved on. Oh. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if I move, I'm gonna have to bring Luna. And I think it's gonna be a long trip. And I'm just really worried about her because she gets so nervous going outside. She shivers. And I don't want anything to happen to her. Yeah, so sleepy. Yeah, so cozy. Hmm? Good kid. No, sleepy kid. No. River I live next to has flooded 10 times in 100 years. The most recent was 2 years ago. Oh, man. Just be careful with that. Lily is my French bulldog. Rose is my wife. Ah, okay. 2 flower names. I know exactly how you feel, Andy. Lily shakes a lot too. Yeah. I just just don't want her to be so scared that, I don't know, she'll have a heart attack or something like that, you know. Even though I've never heard of an animal having a heart attack. But still, I don't want her to be traumatized or something like that because, you know, airports and all that, there's a lot of noise compared to like here in the house. It's very quiet during the day. No, so cute. She's doing that thing that cats do, where they cover their face because like, it's so bright. Oh no. Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me? Hmm? Oh, cute kid. You looking at me? Oh, so cute. Oh, so sleepy. Ah, life of a cat. What a burden. Oh no.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't
Just
know yet.
go in and infiltrate.
But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Okay.
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home. And he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Hi Neptune, welcome in. How you doing? Luna will be fine. She will be with you. Put a lot of blankets in the cat carrier. Yeah? Yep, familiar smells always help. I have a laptop and a dog in my lap right now. Just keeping you warm. Gonna get out of it.
Real fucker. You're always welcome here, noble sir.
This place is so difficult to get out. Confusing. Where it was. Go to Dark Palace. There. Okay. Give it.
Congratulations, you're officially one of us.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
One of us. One of us.
So, how are we gonna get in here? Here? No. Hmm. No, I'm not there yet. Silly me.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver?
Oh, naughty, naughty.
When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Ah, now you got scared, huh?
Seize that traitor!
Son of a bitch. Hello?
Not another step.
Who's this lady?
You'll get yours too, turtle dove.
His daughter, maybe? Or wife?
What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Mint Master? Oh, one ran away. Okay, here we go. Now. Yes. Yeah. All right, next.
You're outnumbered, you.
Why? I don't pay for that.
There.
No. Take that fucker out, damn it! Ooh, bleeding out.
There.
Thanks for the help, lad. God knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't shown up.
Papa, are you all right?
Ah, it's his daughter.
What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Hey there, Haggis. Welcome in. How you doing? I downloaded Battlefield 5 today. I'll check it sometime this week. Okay. Did you finish Horizon? No, you're still playing that, aren't you? Blessed be the booty. Oh my god. Are you liking KCD too? It's very good, Haggis. I really like the game. It's very nice. Master of the Mint. So fresh. What the hell is a Master of the Mint? Mix Master? I don't know what the hell is a Master of the Mint, to be honest.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scallas, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Mint makes your breath fresh. I know. He mints coin. What does that mean? I'm doing. What about you? I'm doing well. I'm a bit sleepy, but I'm doing well. Still playing it. Battlefield will be just for me. Okay. Mint makes your breath fresh. Like, creates the money. Ah, okay. So, is that what it is? Minting coin? Why minting coin? Is it because it's fresh? Playing the campaign or online banner? They got remember to tag people. Otherwise, I'll just keep on reading it. Such minting, very fresh. Yeah, maybe it is. Horizon is epic.
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my
And I guess I have to kill him.
I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen. Using a fake dye. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian in Horshan, at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the path of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Okay, nice.
I'm sorry.
Red. 100. A 1,000. Hello. Jeez. 2,000. Fuck yeah. I have somewhat decent armor, but then the swords are very crappy. No wonder they lost. No. Christian. Oh, over here. There. there a blacksmith in here? There is a blacksmith. Oh, wait. Let me go and see the horse trader here. Cargo. Ooh, Mark. This one is good. Bill. No, that Mark is the best one. This one. Yeah. A lot of carrying capacity. That's what I want.
Good doggy. Good boy.
And then they'll start taking women as well. You'll see. Why don't we just go and enlist right away?
I bet they can't wait for us to join up. Have you ever even held a sword?
Not a sword. Lord be with you.
How's it going here in Grund? Anything new?
Well, nothing much, I fear. Day after day.
Thank you for being here, Haggis. Have a good day at work.
Which is a good
Hi,
thing,
Eric.
actually.
How you doing?
If you're looking for work, you should look elsewhere.
I'd like to buy a horse. Are you in charge of the local stables?
Aye, but they don't belong to me anymore. When my old man died, I had to sell them. Volkmar's in charge here, and all he cares about is that the horses pull well and that he has his coin for booze. So if you've got serious business, talk to me alone. Got that? Don't give anything to Volkmar. You might as well hand your coin straight to the innkeeper.
I already have a horse. What will happen to it?
I'll take a look at it and take its value off the price of the new one. I'm sure we'll find some use for him. And if you have a good, strong specimen, well, you might even make a bit of coin out of it. Aye, we have some fine horses here. But I wouldn't choose one just by its color. They're in the pasture out back. Did you see him?
I took a look at them.
Tell me then, which one took your fancy?
What's Mark like?
Mark is what happens when you let miners name horses. Listen, when the smelters brought her here, they said, that mare produces shit by the mark. I have no idea if that's a lot or a little. How can a normal person understand their weights and measures? She's a brave and strong mare. If she survived years surrounded by shouting miners, she's hardly going to take fright the moment she sees a footpad or cumin. Just don't expect the old thing to fly like the wind.
The price doesn't seem fair to me.
Can we push this down? That is forever. A hobby horse? No, not the hobby horse.
What would you say to this?
That's not enough. Why not? I trust you'll treat him well. Come with me. I'll have someone move your gear, and I'll teach you how to call him. Make sure you're there.
I reckon that horse could use some better gear, eh?
Hello there. You're my new horse. Here we are. 588 capacity. Fuck yeah. Beautiful. Don't like this thing so much, but oh well. It looks sad. The horse looks sad. Well, that's because it's been here for a long time.
Yes? Huh?
I need to talk to the Smitty. Whoa, whoa,
whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Wait, wasn't it here? Ah, no, it was on the other side.
My humble respects.
Smelter. Where's the blacksmith?
Morning. I'll have a look at the...
Yeah, 400. Nothing new.
I hope... What do you need, my... Excellent. It was a pleasure. Show me...
What does he have? 1,000.
I'd like to discuss the pro.
I was glad to be of help to you, sir.
Nice. Okay, so now I have to go over there. Okay.
Go.
You hit 200k? Wow. Of course, about to go on all the adventures. Yeah. He has a long face. Yeah. Did you cook the old horse? No.
You silly doggy.
No, poor horse.
Greetings.
Oh wait, I passed him.
Greetings to you too.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
Well, I'm from Skalitz, so I know a little bit about mining.
My word. You didn't work in the mines, did you?
I visited the mine once, but not to dig.
So I expect you don't know much. Well, no matter. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
So, I'm supposed to ask about the Feast of St. Petronilla?
It was just a few days ago. I reckon it'll be fresh in their memory. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like, calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you gonna do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the Kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining, so he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergal. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
What is this path of silver, anyway?
It's the whole process, from digging the silver ore out of the ground and processing it, to minting silver coins. Silver is found in ore veins underground. The pitmen mine it and get it to the surface. The chief foreman of a gallery counts the corves, and the assayer estimates the purchase price of the ore for the smelter. The raw ore goes to the smelter, where it's crushed in a stamp mill before it can be purified by roasting. Roasted ore goes to the furnaces, where it's smelted into raw and then pure silver. Silver is then cast into rods about as thick as your little finger.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
Who checks the royal share?
The royal mint master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded, starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Who makes money from all this?
The thing is, everyone does. Pitmen get paid for mining in the shaft. Mine operators get paid for raw ore. The smelters then smelt everything, sell the pure silver, and deduct the raw tithe. The silver rubs off on the hands of anyone who even touches it. But there's still enough left over for the king.
Nice.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects. And these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuttenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone
especially
with
the
enough money
monastery.
to pay for
Monastery
new
had a
shafts to
hand
be
on
dug
everything in
and
this
share the
period of
proceeds.
time.
Who's responsible for the mines?
The mines and the mint are supervised directly by the royal mint master, Ulrich Vervark von Neuhaus. As the steward, I'm his direct subordinate. I oversee that everything runs smoothly on his behalf. Then come the chief foreman, then the other foreman, and finally the ordinary pitmen in the shafts. But I don't come in contact with them very often. We follow the path of silver until the moment an ore merchant buys the ore from us and takes it to a smelter.
How much do the mines pay to the king?
That depends on whether it's a royal mine or a mine in the hands of a mining guild, meaning the leaseholders.
I thought all mines were owned by the king.
That's right. But it's much more profitable for the king to grant mining rights to rich mine operators. They bear the cost of mining themselves and pay him a share. The king receives 1/3 of the profits from his own mines, but only 1/5 from the leaseholders. That's how he gets what's his from all the mining.
What about the other 2/3 of the profits from the king's mines?
Those go towards the costs, of course, for operations, wages, and shaft security.
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then they deduct the royal tithe and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes, but in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom, but King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
All right.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
What? Okay. Alright, what we have to do. And out the amount of mind by Frank, Sonny's. Okay, so I guess closest one would be here. Wait, did it save or what? Yes, it did.
Are you Foreman Samko?
Aye, I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Stuart Christian sent me to you. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners and mine operations.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but miners' rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
Yes, 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 yes.
All right, let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a first time for everything. Let's crack on. Let the groschen roll.
They are, aren't they, Haggis?
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
Ah, fuck, I can barely see. That's a 1. That's a 6, 4, 3, 5, and a 1. 1, 1, 1. 5. Ooh, look who got lucky.
My God, I'm done.
Bloody hell, someone shut up that dog.
My humble respects.
That's 3. Oh, that's a 4. Okay.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Ah, perfect. No! I thought it was a 1! No!
Great game, Sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
Okay, at least he's happy.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
Couldn't resist. He just wants pets.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad,
Kitten.
and it's
Oh,
getting worse.
cat.
Half a grosh and a cough is no.
How many cores did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
If you need out else, feel free to drop by.
Hey, mangas. He is, isn't he? Maybe I should just wash up. Oh, blacksmith.
Greetings, sir. Show me your...
See what you got. Nothing good.
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time then.
There's no water here for me to wash up? Can't wash up here. Oh, wait, here. There, better. Every cat is a kitty. So cute. Look at my dog puppies, and they are 13 and 7 years old. Yeah, Luna's gonna be 6 this year. They grow up so fast. Down? Here's the mine. Down on the mine, where is the entrance? Here? No. There's no ladder. There's no way I'm gonna jump there.
May God give you health, sir.
Thank you. He does get zoomy still. Sometimes they are a bit violent. Am I supposed to go down to the mines? Tell me I actually have to go here. No. Oh, maybe here?
Good day to you. Give my greetings to Christiane. And don't forget a torch.
Ah.
Where can I find your foreman, Paul?
What are you doing here, kidder? Who let you in, be?
I've got a letter of safe conduct from andieCph. I'm a student from Prague. I'm trying to get to know the miner's life from up close and write a thesis on it.
Right. A thesis? Yeah, I'll be damned.
I just need to ask your foreman a few things.
Our gaffer's gone down there to pray. Don't know if he'll be up for talking, but...
Why wouldn't he be in the mood for talking?
Young jaybird. One of our marrows. Got scrussed the other day. He hadn't even had a full week on the graft, poor lad. It happened the day before the feast of St. Petronilla. You'll find Paul at the lowest level by the roof fall. He's praying for the salvation of his soul. You'll hear the wind howling in the attic down there. It can be heard as far as that cursed road. I hear it's haunted. Don't fret, but St. Barbara will look out for you. Take care.
Ah, Haggis wants a Q&A. Okay, let's see. Okay. Would you rather have perfect eyesight but crooked teeth, or have poor eyesight but perfect teeth? I think I would prefer to have perfect eyesight and crooked teeth, because then I can just go to the dentist and fix them with like braces or something like that. And it's a lot easier and probably cheaper to have the braces than to, you know, have perfect teeth and go through surgeries to have good eyesight or something like that. So yeah, I would definitely go with perfect eyesight but crooked teeth. Wow, only 42% of people chose the perfect eyesight and crooked teeth. Okay. Can keep my mouth closed, yeah. Eyesight can be helped with glasses. Yeah, but then you have to wear glasses. Rose did laser surgery on her eyes about 15 years ago and still has 20/20 vision to this day. Wow. I'll go with perfect teeth. Already had braces once. Not much fun. Oh. You look good with glasses, Andy. I do, though I don't need glasses. I have very good eyesight. But I do wear glasses so my eyes don't get tired because of being in front of the screen for many hours in a row. But yeah, I do feel like the eyeglasses are like my makeup. I don't wear makeup, but the eyeglasses are like my makeup. Yeah, exactly, Zagoth. Exactly. Oh, dead end. Oh, I found him, finally.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a student at the university in Prague, and I'm writing a thesis on the life and lot of miners. I hate to interrupt your prayers for a dead friend, but I need to ask you something.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
There's no more pain in heaven. Don't be so hard on yourself.
You're right. I hope the Lord has welcomed the poor lad into the kingdom of heaven. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
tin,
Almighty and
iron,
merciful God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me brother
silver,
who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may your
tin,
holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through
brother
our Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
May
Christ.
your holy angels save his
Amen.
soul from
The
damnation.
angel of the Lord declared
Bring his
unto
soul
Mary,
to eternal
and she
glory
conceived the Holy
through
Spirit.
our Lord, our
Hail Mary.
Saviour and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ, thy Son, was made
I
known.
have glasses too, but my eyesight isn't bad enough that I need them 24/7, only when driving and watching things from a distance.
Amen.
Like at the cinema or a show. Okay. Glasses, but only for reading and watching TV. Haven't gotten around to getting any yet though. Need to improve that. Never too old for chalky milk. Chalky milk. It grosses you out? Interesting.
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask a boot out.
Ask a boot out.
What is the work of a miner about?
What, it's a boot? It's about you in the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even D you in.
Are deaths in the mine common?
Aye. But every death in the shaft is a waste. Whether it's in a crumple or black damp. Unfortunately, we still bury a yakker or two a month, you know. That's life, like.
How is the ore mined?
First, we have to survey the shaft and find ore. Then the place gets scored and set ablaze. We set up timber around. The hewers take their tools and start dinging rock and hewing ore. Nothing to it.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
So how many cores did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
Alright then.
May God give you health, sir. I'm sorry.
Maybe it was further down. No, I just went in circles, didn't I?
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're Hewin?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm a student at the University in Prague. Henry, I'm writing a treatise on silver mining.
I didn't know you scribblers were interested in us ordinary yakkers, but you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella. Hewing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kid ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfin pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a living, man.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dart and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the cough, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Why do you need to know that for? Them numbers won't be useful to nobody.
I really need to know it for my work. My treatise won't be complete without it. Est rerum omnium magister usus. Experience is the best teacher. And you have that experience.
Aye, well, a clever head but a gawk-handed, eh? Alright, I'll tell ya. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Nah, thank ye. Now leave us to hew, Mara. We've got a lot of graft ahead of us. See you soon, my friend.
How do I get out of here? Thank you, Van. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired. I can barely speak. Keep going around and around. Oh, there it is.
Careful.
I already know how many corals the crew's extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 cores extracted. That means 10 cores of ore disappear each day.
Wow.
Nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported cores must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What are we going to do about it?
Well, we need to make them tell us more, but carefully. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Okay. Alright, I think I might go for a quick break. And I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, because it's cold. Haha, so funny. Alright. I don't know why it didn't show any clips. Annoying. Okay. Game. Doesn't have the most chill music. Oh, thank you. I need some people to cooperate. This one? Yeah.
God be with you. A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important. So Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter.
No, I didn't, Ben.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shot all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
You're the one counting the cords of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 cords on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they're just exaggerating. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
We both know something stinks about this. But you're lucky. So Christian says if you tell us everything, no one except us will know.
I've nothing to say to you.
We know you're just a pawn. Someone bigger is behind this, and that's who we're after. If you help us, you'll be on our side. Nothing bad will happen to you.
Why, sir, I reckon I'll have to take your word for it. What choice do I have anyway? As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Gun, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Gun, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to import some of the extracted ore and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the Yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got nothing bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. Always silent as the grave.
Go on. Time to make some biscuits. It's biscuit time. Good. No, it's a good. It's good. It's a good. It's a good kid.
So, I went to see my brother.
And?
To talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he...
Right there.
Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corpse here. Go and talk to him instead.
Bit too late for that. He confessed to everything.
Ah, so you know it is not my fault. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corpses to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
Yeah, right, Ben? Just like the old times. It's so nice when Luna is sitting on my lap and purring. I just feel like the vibrations of her purring are just so calming. Kid.
How long has this been going on?
Several months, maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret. So just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
That's why mom kitties purr with their babies. Aww. It's so lovely. How do I go upstairs?
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported calves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk around the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then?
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon you can imagine what those look like. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can sell you something nice. If you're charismatic enough, Buresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some dung-soiled peasant.
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Okay. Get some fancy clothes on me. See. A bed here. bed here. I mean, I'll have a chest as well. No, only a bed. Okay, well, I need to get to a chest. So I have to go back to Gutenberg. Good. Okay, I'll go back to the inn because I'll probably have some decent clothes in the chest. Luna's looking at the stream.
Careful.
Let's see. I can use this one. Noble hood. Let's see. Not this one. Noble belt, noble pouch. Really nice. Like that one. I still need a hat though. Okay, I need a hat and collar or something. Luna, you're moving the mouse.
What are you gaping at?
Me, sir.
Thought it was for me. Beautiful. What time is it? Leave the flower crown alone, Luna. Alright, let's see. I would like to go to a tailor. This tailor is this one. Also a cobbler. Not open yet.
You can't just stroll around.
Well, sorry for thinking that the store was open. When are these people open at 10? Being very mischievous? Just a little bit.
Welcome, Goodman. If you're looking for something, you're in. Greetings, what?
Would you repair?
Excellent. You made a fine purchase, Good. What do you need, my friend?
What do you have?
I should put on these. Burger's hood. Up with peacock. No balls.
Vendaridu has just subscribed.
Jesus Christ! Oh my god, that came out of nowhere. Thank you, Ben. Oh, bloody hell, that was fucking awesome. Highway to the danger zone. No, it's okay. Thank you. That was awesome. I loved it. Thank you so much for the resub. And at tier 3. Oh my goodness. Look at all those beautiful stars. Holy shit. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. That's bloody fantastic. Oh man, that is awesome. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Oh, all right. I like this nobleman's hat. It goes with the rest of the outfit. Have a noble. Double quilted trousers, okay. This one gives me a lot more charisma than the rest of them.
Word about the price.
Well, I suppose.
What would you say to this?
That's too much. Aye, I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Apparently this gives charisma, speech, all of that. Doesn't go with the rest of the clothes though. Hope this will be enough. So what I have to do? Talk to Buresh around the smelter. Where is this Buresh? Man, there's so many activities.
We talked about the rats in your pantry, didn't we?
Aye, that too.
You rubbed it on your shoulder.
Aye.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
Hate this cunt. My hatred of odd numbers and everything.
That sounds like someone could easily get hurt if they investigate this. So I hope I can expect more than gratitude if I help you.
You may very well get hurt. But as far as my gratitude is concerned, you don't need to worry.
That's just what I was afraid of.
Well, let's just say next time you're in a cell awaiting your death, you can be sure I'll come and save you again.
Oh.
All right, fine, I get it. You want money, you'll get it. I'll pay you. And I'm not gonna beg you anymore. Satisfied?
Satisfied. So, tell me about it.
I just hope I'll be satisfied with you too.
Don't worry. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all.
It's okay, Ben.
She was always
I don't mind.
cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
Yeah, great help you've been.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them?
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Uh-huh.
Now, don't fret. A moment ago, you wanted a handsome reward. And now you're uneasy because I'm less than thrilled with you?
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, you'll be well paid for a job well done. And otherwise? Well, we'll see.
Leave it to me. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
All right then.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
So, let's see what we have here.
Ugh.
My God. Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. It must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place I found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. What did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they?
Mein Gott und Himmel.
Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all.
Now you're surely in a better world.
The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair.
I don't know.
He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Good day. What would you like?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do.
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm worried something might happen to my friend.
That's true. She wasn't the first, and we can only pray that she'll be the last. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle. Though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street. That's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure. Especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
There was a girl there.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. Aye, she
Beverly Hillbillies.
was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
No, he couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumir.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely. But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day, she just didn't come home. And then, they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
No, it was not this.
Excuse me.
Minus swears. Quality good. Come and take a gander. We've got it all.
Come to your senses yet?
Oh, come on. I can't go here.
Why the...
This is the place. There's a lot of blood and some footprints. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find. Christ, that's a lot of blood. After seeing what they did to the girl, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them. I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been one killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the blood. It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade. So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more. I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. I've no idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
of a kind, master. Eh, Matt?
What is this guy doing?
Lumir?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. This should sober him up.
Hmm.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, I need to go to the apothecary.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'll have a look at the...
Now I need something to cure.
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Are you waiting, son? Yes, I am. I am. It.
I apologize.
Lumir, do you hear me?
Oh. Not...
He's still complete. This should sober. Here. Drink up. Better?
What? Who... What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumir from the Rat House?
Still not 2 months.
The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumir the Madman.
They say that about you. Why?
Because I was just on some wild goose chase. And what came of it? Absolutely nothing.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumir.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
She deserves justice. I simply can't let her killer run free.
You mean well. But you don't know what you're getting yourself into. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I'm not stupid, and I notice things. I've successfully solved a murder before.
Is that so? A murder investigation under your belt. And educated and observant, too.
Well, I said I'm not stupid. Not that I'm educated. I can read and write, too. Sometimes even count.
If only more people knew the difference. All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes
Then
it
we
takes
have a
him
serial
months,
killer.
sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
The super serial one.
Killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them.
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
For the pleasure.
Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this Mole in the Hole?
Yeah, he still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town
Chestnut?
for a
Was she
short
what?
while, and
Was
nobody
she a
really knew
horse
her,
or something?
so I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. The most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Ah, he's vomiting blood? No, must be wine. Bloody hell. Alright, guys. I am getting very tired. So I'm going to leave it here. And then if everything goes well, I'll be back later today for some more KCD. Right. I will go to sleep, woman. I will go to sleep. Alright. I will see you guys later, okay? Thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I will see you all later, okay? You never know these days, Ben. You never know. Alright, guys. Love you. Mwah. See you later. Bye.